Get to Active Supervisor Group. I am super excited to be releasing our action item teaching video for this week. It's about a topic that I feel super passionate about. It's actually one of my favorite things to do every single month, and that's probably because of the growth that I've seen from implementing it into my monthly routine. So today we're going to be talking about mapping. And really what this comes down to is it comes down to setting a volume goal for the month and then mapping out how you're going to get there. So we have an absolutely incredible document that has been put out by leadership. It's called the Crew monthly mapping document. And if you haven't seen this document yet, no problem. We will make sure that you have access to that. But this is what we use to really lay out our month on a month-by-month basis. And the idea is that when you start out by knowing, number one, what your goal is for the month, but number two, an action plan for how you're going to get there, then it's just following those steps you laid out. Right? Then it's not, oh my gosh, it's 3 days before the end of the month and I'm 3,000 volume points from qualifying for the summer retreat, or I'm 4,000 volume points from qualifying for sitting VIP at the next corporate event, right? When you set your month out with a plan, then you can check in regularly throughout the month. Maybe it's halfway through the month and you can say, okay, where am I at? We've got roughly 15 days left. I should be about halfway to a third out of my goal. Where am I at for that? And you can check in with yourself, and then you can have those intentional conversations with either your distributors, with either your preferred members, your clients, to make sure that you're doing the appropriate follow-up so that they reorder their programs. Basically, mapping your month sets you up for success, and it gives you a plan to follow, right? And when we don't have a plan to follow, oftentimes that's when we fall short. So super excited to share this with you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen so that you can see this document. All right. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go ahead and we're actually gonna walk through this, okay, step by step. So first of all, very important, name at the top, then your goals for the month, okay? So in this example, Mary's goal is 2,500 volume points, okay? Her goal is to have 5 new clients this month. She is playing full out. She wants to hit her first cut of Active Supervisor, and she's staying in alignment with 3 to 5 new customers or more every single month. Okay, she has a goal of having 2 new frontline and first line distributors. Her goal is to have 2 frontline team members to the event, and for her to have one of those team members bring a team member. So 3 total team to the event. Okay, then we're gonna come down here and we're gonna break it down. So new clients, PMs, 3 to 5 minimum, right? How are we gonna get this 2,500 volume points? Okay, so from new clients, if she has 5 new clients, let's say they're doing a lean and fit program. Okay, lean and fit program for the month, that's 754 volume points. Okay, but how do we get those clients, right? We always lead with the 3-day trial pack, and we know that if she's gonna get 5 clients, she's probably gonna have to get 10 trial packs out, which she gets to document. So 100 documented volume points from her trial packs. Now, Mary has successfully completed Crew DAP, and so she has gotten 3 to 5 new clients each month thus far, and so she's got clients and preferred members who reorder. Okay, so she's got 1,100 volume points of client reorders at this point, whether that's from preferred members or whether it's from retail clients. And here's the key with this piece, you guys. You really want to break it down, okay? So breaking down each client's name and how much volume they do on a typical basis, okay? Operator clubs at the shift, Mary usually does around 500. And she has a brand new distributor, Sam, just got her distributorship at the end of last month. And so we're gonna work with her to hit her first cut of DAP, which would be 500 volume points. That would also count towards your volume, okay? So you guys, if you see what we're doing here is, let's say that this is at the beginning of June. Okay, so first day into June, Mary's sitting down and she's laying out her goals and she's laying out the plan for how she's gonna reach those goals, okay? So if you're wondering, right, where does she find these numbers, okay? So reorders and preferred members, she looks through those on her My Herbalife site. She can look through her receipts and say, okay, these are my clients and this is how much they typically order. Operator shifts at the club, which you may or may not have in your personal map. Right? She can look at how many shifts did I have last month and what was my volume from that and how does it line up with this month? Okay, and then here at the bottom, you can see, wow, Mary mapped a total of 2,954 volume points, but her monthly goal was 2,500, right? Wow, she totally surpassed that, okay? So there's not any volume to go. Let's say that she had mapped 2,200, right? So then her goal being 2,500, she would have 300 volume points to go until she reached her goal, okay? And then the important question is to ask how. So let's just say she mapped 2,300, okay? So we have 300 to go. How is she gonna reach that? Okay, so a couple things she could do. One, she could really work with Sam, right? And maybe help Sam go for qualified producer, okay? Or she could seek out and try to find a new distributor and help that distributor advance. Heck, she could play full out and go for 7 new clients, right? But the whole point is that now Mary can look at her volume, say, here's what I can count on from my volume last month to approximate this month, and here's the plan I need to put in place to finish out that gap. Okay, and in this instance, you can see with Mary that she actually overmapped. And so what that says is it's time for a goal increase, okay? If you are surpassing your volume goal each month, it's a good place to stretch a little bit, right? So Mary, in this case, probably should set her goal at 3,500, right? And then her how would be, okay, I mapped 29, I got 600 to go. How am I gonna reach that? Right? Because the goal is that we're consistently stretching ourselves. And when we do that, we build a massive preferred member and client base that yields 5,000, 10,000 documented volume points months. And truthfully, you guys, I know that in this thread, we're all working to hit our 2,500 active supervisor, but I know that we're also having our eyes set on active world team. Right? And any royalty level, active world team and above, right, that in the marketing plan that you need royalties to achieve, that comes from high production first, okay? That comes from producing high volume first. And when you have high volume point months, 7,500, 9,000, 10,000 volume point months, that's because you have got new clients and new distributors moving through the marketing plan. And what happens is when those distributors hit supervisor, it turns into your royalties. So if you are rocking this out because you want to hit active world team and because you want to reach higher levels in the marketing plan, it starts with high production yourself. Okay, it's kind of like when we talk about if we want to duplicate coaches, it comes from having a club 100 first, right? 100 members coming through your club each day, and they're like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Can I work here? It's like that magic happens. It's the same thing with your volume. If you want to start building royalties, the first step is having high production, okay? And I know any of the leaders in our organization would share that with you as well, okay? So page 2 of our document is your royalty map. Okay, so 10,000 organizational volume points counts for active world team. All right, so and I know that's our next level for many of us in this group. So what you do is you fill in the name of your supervisor, right? Organizational volume points come from supervisors in your group. So Mary has Joe, and Joe is going for his first cut of active supervisor. Woo! Okay, so then we come down here. Mary was able to map 2,500 organizational volume points, but her goal is 10, okay? So she's got 7,500 to go. And the question again is, the most important question in your map is how, okay? So now she's coming up with a game plan. Okay, I know I probably need to teach about 2 more people to reach active supervisor just like I did in order for me to hit my goal of active world team. Okay, page 3, really walking through distributor promotions. Who is advancing in the marketing plan? It's important to know where your team is at so that you can work with them to reach their goals. So it's important to know what their next level is. In Mary's case, she has Sam, who's going to hit her first cut of DAP and also senior consultant. Okay, and Joe hitting his first cut of active supervisor. By laying this out at the beginning of the month, Mary can have conversations with both Sam and Joe and help them create their maps and say, okay, team, how are we going to reach this? How are we going to help you reach your goal? What have you have in the mix? What clients do you have right now? How many new are we going for? It allows you to have those conversations, okay? Current 90-day plan. right? What methods of operation are you rocking right now? Okay, you can see Mary's rocking with weight loss challenges, invitations. She's also doing in-services. Okay, yearly goal and strategy. So this would be, what marketing plan level goal am I looking to hit this year? What will I hit? How many stone pins will I have? Am I working on having 2 new frontline active supervisors? 3? Am I gonna open a nutrition club this year? What is the big picture that you are trying to accomplish this year? And then of course, your why, right? Because that why power is how we reach that goal and that strategy above, right? When the why is clear, the how becomes easy, okay? So let's flip here, you guys. We're gonna look at, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We've got an action item for this week, okay? I'm just gonna exit out here so I can see how I'm doing for time. Okay, cool. Let's reshare. Okay, so, all right, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna have an action item for this week. And the action item is to take what your goals are for the month by filling this document out, okay? And then doing a check-in with where you're at. So you're going to map, here's where I am on the 23rd of the month, and here's the volume that I need to still create to reach my goal by the end of the month, okay? And here's how I'm gonna do it. So let's walk through this, okay? This is Chandler's map. Chandler's goal is 5,000, okay? You can see his other goals listed here. He's done a great job laying out his map. He's got 3 new distributors that he's working with. Janice, 500. Monica is also going for 500, and Joey is going for 1,500 volume points this month, okay? So he's mapped. He mapped well above his 5,000, so he increased his goal to 7,500, okay? So now we know Chandler's goal is 7,500. It's the 23rd of the month. He's coming back. He's checking in. He's going to see, okay, where am I at right now, okay? So he comes in. He says, well, I have 2 of my 5 new clients. They've ordered 300 volume points. I've got 5 trial packs out, documented at 50 volume points. Okay, my preferred members and my clients, they've ordered 1,300 volume points so far. Okay, so that category needs a little bit of work, right? I need to do a little bit better follow-up, or maybe I need to reach out to some clients about the new challenge that's starting, okay? Just see where they're at, right? This category is a little bit lower than where I would expect it to be at this point in the month, okay? Operator shifts. So that looks to be right on track. There's still a week left in the month. And let's check in with our distributors. So Janice set her goal at 500. She's at 465. Awesome. She's probably going to hit that 500. Monica set her goal at 500, but she's at 107, and there's still, you know, a week left in the month. So maybe this is a great time to have a conversation with Monica about, okay, girl, let's do this. Let's figure this out. Who do we have in the funnel as a new client? Okay, and then Joey set his goal at 1,500, and he's at 1,200. So again, he's probably going to reach that goal. Awesome. Okay, so we come down, total map to 4,186. We still have 3,300 to go. Okay, so now we're super clear that with a week left in the month, this is what we're working towards. Okay, on the bottom of your sheet, how? This is the most important part. So knowing what you have left to go, writing the bullet points of how you plan to achieve that. So if I were looking at this map, I would say, for sure, the first place I'm going to start working is my preferred member and my client base. There's a lot of volume that can come from there that has not yet. Also, something you have complete control over is how many new clients you're getting, right? Okay, I'm going to work a little bit harder and be a little more intentional with my new client category. Are there some people who have maybe been on the fence that I haven't followed up with yet? Okay, so the how is the most important part. Okay, let me exit out of here, stop share. Okay, cool. So you guys, that's how you map. We're gonna make sure that you have this mapping document. The most important thing about mapping is that it occurs every single month. We do not just map when we're tracking for something big. This is something that you want to incorporate into your monthly routine, beginning of the month, so that you have a plan. And you guys, this is what sets you up for those higher volume months, right? When you can map 2,500 and you can knock that out of the park, then you can map 5,000 by doubling the map that you have already created. Okay, this is what teaches you to get your volume points to 10,000 volume points every single month consistently, right? Which puts you in the VIP at Extravaganza and other corporate events game. It puts you in the vacation game, and we're all going for the Bahamas. So tracking has been a huge, huge piece to Kyle and mine and other leaders in the organization to their volume growth and consistency over time. And really that's what we're looking for, is a growing and a sustainable business, right? And your volume is an area that you have complete control over. So having a plan for it sets you up well. Okay, so action item. So here's the deal. We're heading into Memorial Day weekend. This is oftentimes a weekend of so much fun for people. But what happens is we come back and we have the end of the month shortly 4 days after. And it's really important that we're already set on Tuesday with the action items that we're going to carry out to propel us into the end of the month. Okay, so here's the goal, is that by tonight, you have tonight and tomorrow. So by tomorrow at 8 p.m., posting a picture of your map for the rest of the month. Okay, so what that includes is, this is the volume I have left to go. Here's how I'm gonna do it. And posting that right to our thread. So you guys, below this video, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna post the blank document for you to fill out. I'm super excited to see your maps, you guys. Action item, let's go.